All right, I am extremely sick, so this is going to sound awful. So I do want to say that I'm sorry in advance. But Rangers win, baby, 5-4 over the Buffalo Sabres. I'm gonna have to be quiet, even though I want to scream my head off during this one because, like I said, yeah, I just been getting worse and worse over the past few days. So I'm going to keep my voice down as much as I could in this video because this game obviously was exciting for obvious reasons. If you saw how it ended, but. The Rangers do pull off this one. I think that this was honestly one of their better games. It doesn't really show it because you see, oh, we let up 4 goals to Buffalo. You're probably thinking we didn't have that great of a game, but honestly, I think that we did. It's just that you had Georgiev, who was not sharp tonight whatsoever. He let up way too many softies. Also, you had Jared Tenorti, who decided to be a Beyblade and just spin on one of the goals, but we will get into that. Before we do, leave a like on the video in advance. Do want to say it in advance because usually it helps out. Subscribe if you guys are new. Turn the notifications on if you have not already. But let's dive into the action here. So the Rangers win 5-4, like I said, in regulation. Almost went to overtime. But first period, shots were split at 8. In terms of overall for the first period, how they were, I thought that they were a little slow, but they weren't too bad in the first period. They did end up letting up 1 goal. I thought that they had a mediocre first period, but the Rangers this season have been notorious for starting off slow, so that does not surprise me. But I thought that this was actually one of their better first periods. Second period, 15-10 in shots. This was a really great period for them. It just gets overlooked because of the fact that they let up 3 goals that period, but that really does not show how they played in that period because, again, Georgiev didn't let up the best of goals. And then the third period, you could argue, was their best period all season. 13-4 for shots, leaving us with a 36-22 shot total. Really great game for the Rangers all around. It just, again, you got to get better goaltending there, which Gallant agreed because he pulled Georgiev in the for the third period. He pulled Georgiev and put Shesterkin in. So I thought that was the right decision. He went with it, and I'm happy with it. So Shesterkin boosted your save percentage just by making 4 saves. So I'm good with that. Face-off percentage, 56-44 in favor of Buffalo. So not a win the face-off dot, but not too bad compared to last time out against Toronto. Power play, 1-for-1 for us, and then 1-for-3 for Buffalo. That first power play goal by Asplund was just a horrible goal. So, yeah, that one just sucked to let up. Pims 6-2. Rangers with 6 Pims, of course, because they gave more power play opportunities, and then 2 for Buffalo. 34-60 in favor of the Rangers in hits. 15-10 in blocks in favor of Buffalo, and then 8-7 in giveaways. And Buffalo had less of those. So this starts off with Asplund, Rasmus Asplund getting a goal from Girgensons and Pozo on the power play. I believe this was the Kakko penalty. Yeah, because Kakko took a pretty poor penalty, leads to a power play, of course. So that gives them an opportunity early, somewhat early. It was late in the first period. There was 5 minutes left, but it's not like it was pretty balanced. Sorry, I just wanted to see what I was kicking down there, but it was just a wire. But yeah, not too bad of a first period, I thought, for the Rangers up to that point. And then they started generating a little bit of momentum. You had Zibanejad, who I don't understand with all that time and space how he doesn't even hit the net. Someone told me that a stick got that, but I thought that was on the fouling chance from Kakko, which was a bit after. But luckily, the Rangers end up getting a power play here, and the penalty was on here. Let's check, because I don't even remember, honestly. It was on Bryson. So Kreider, the power play. Wizard gets a beautiful feed from Panarin. Kreider is in the face-off dot. He fires out on goal blocker side, and the Rangers split it at 1 with a power play goal. Fox with an apple as well as Panarin. So good to see Fox back on the stat sheet after he wasn't on it the past 2 games. Then scoring opens pretty early in the second period. Only takes about 2.5 minutes for Vinny Hinostroza to get a goal. I believe this is the one where Jared Tenorti spun like a Beyblade, and then it ended up leading to a horrible turnover and a breakaway. And we know how Georgiev is on breakaways. Majority of the time, 7 times out of 10, he's not going to stop them. That's just how it is. So Buffalo goes up 2-1. And then it takes a bit for the scoring to get going again. But Jacob Trouba at 8 more minutes in ties the game at 2. Picks up a loose puck in front of the net on a delayed penalty. So Buffalo did technically take another penalty. It's just that it was a delayed call. So the Rangers had 6-on-5 opportunity. The puck gets loose in front of the net. Trouba, he's able to jump in because if obviously Buffalo touches the puck, the whistle gets blown. So Trouba able to get by the net, and he buries that one from Panarin and Hedl. So Panarin with another point on the night there. So good to see. And then good to see Hedl get on the point sheet because he's been a little bit quiet this season. That gets it tied at 2. And then a little bit after that, Kakko scores from Strome and Panarin. Strome with another beautiful pass to Kakko. The Kakko continues his point streak. Panarin with another assist there. How about that? He gets 3 on the night. Unfortunately, that's the end of his night in terms of point production, but you can't complain with 3 points from Panarin. And Strome and Kakko, of course, getting it done. That line looked great tonight. Literally seconds after, Tage Thompson scores from Dahlin and Pysyk to make it a 3-3 game. This was one that Georgiev should have had, and then I'm pretty sure also Tenorti was just puck watching on that one, so that didn't help out. And then Dahlin from Olofsson and Thompson, another really bad goal to let up by Georgiev, which is probably what said to Gallant, yeah, Georgiev, your night is done. Get out of there, you bozo. And then literally seconds later, Keandre Miller ties it at 4 from Barclay Goodrow and Ryan Reeves. Reeves picking up his first point as a Ranger. Love to see that in, I think, his 750th game it was, or 700th game, one of the two. But Keandre with a great wrister from the blue line, and Revo with a great screen on the goaltender, and that ends up making it a 4-4 game. The Rangers came out flying in the third period, not giving up a lot of opportunities. They were putting the pressure on the ozone, getting things going. Sorry, my eyes are just getting distracted here by the Islander Maple Leaf game here. Eyes getting a little distracted. Penalty was just called. Sorry, but that's just completely irrelevant. But yeah, the third period, the Rangers came out flying and were getting things going. So that was nice to see. But it takes until 0.4 seconds for Ryan Lindgren to score. He buries that one in front of the net from Zibanejad and Fox. So Fox with another point on the night. And the Rangers go 5-4, and then the puck drops. Horn sounds. Rangers win the game. In terms of how each line was, the first line of Panarin, Strome, and Kakko. At this point, they're the first line, not the Zibanejad line. A really great night for them again. That was a awesome night. They were on the score sheet, all 3 of them, for a combine of 5 points. Kakko with the goal, Strome with an assist, and then Panarin with 3 apples. Really great night for them, getting shots on goal. Really good for them. The second line, which ended up getting switched in the middle of this game, it started off with Kreider, Zibanejad, Goudreau, and then it switched to have Hunt on that line, and then Goudreau moved down to the fourth line, which I think is a way better thing, and it proved to be later in the game because the fourth line was struggling a bit, and then that second line has been struggling a bit all season long, 5-on-5. So yeah, I think that's fair to switch that up a bit. Things got going a little bit for them later on, so it ended up working out. And then the fourth line, yeah, we'll get to them in a bit, but Barclay Goodrow definitely needs to be on that fourth line now, and Hunt should be a mainstay on that second line until the Rangers find another winger, which I've been saying. Ryan Hunt hasn't been the worst, but you need another guy there. And then Barclay Goodrow is obviously not going to be the guy you put on the bench. So if you could get someone to put on the wing on that line, and then Dryden Hunt comes out, I think that would be ideal at some point. But for now, working, so you rock with it. The third line, they didn't get on the score sheet, but they were super underrated. Lafreniere, Hedel, and Gauthier, they had plenty of opportunities to get on. They had a really great ozone shift. I believe it was in the third period. It might have been the second. No, it was the third, I'm pretty sure, because they're shooting the other way. But nevertheless, they got really great scoring opportunities, generating a lot of time in the offensive zone there. So that was really nice to see from them. And then the fourth line of Reeves, Rooney, and Gaudreau now. Really great night for them, and they end up getting on the score sheet. So that was nice to see. For the defense, Fox and Lindgren. Fox had a pretty brutal turnover at one point in this game, which almost led to a goal, which was right after Tenorti gifted that puck to Hinostroza. So things could have got ugly there. But other than that, good game for them. They both get on the score sheet. Lindgren, of course, with the game winner. Trouba and Miller, good game for them. Can't complain there, honestly. And then Tenorti and Nemeth. Yeah, Tenorti, hopefully, barring injury, that was his last game in a Rangers jersey. Because, my God, is he brutal. Just, jeez. He had a chance at one point in this game. He had time and space to get a puck on, and he completely shoots it wide. So he can't do anything offensively, can't do anything defensively. And he just made Nemeth look bad, which Nemeth I thought was pretty decent tonight. He's been pretty consistent all year. You know what you're getting from him. He might make a couple of bad defensive mistakes, but for the most part, he's going to be there and he's going to block shots for you, which he did. And then Georgiev, a terrible night for him. Something's got to change there at some point with the backup goaltending. And then Shesterkin comes in, makes the 4 saves that he needs to. The Rangers didn't allow Buffalo to get a lot of opportunity, so the Rangers end up picking up the win, like I mentioned, 5-4. And then you had a little bit of a argument on the bench at the end of the game with Gallant and Zibanejad, which apparently it was about how Mika wanted a tripping call or a hooking, whatever call he wanted on that play, but he didn't get it. So there seemed to be a little bit of a complaint, and then Gallant was like, "Shut your mouth, Mika," or something. No clue exactly what he said. I'm just, paraphrasing there, but I saw something along those lines on Twitter. So, yeah. Sorry, just replying to something. But, yeah, let's get to Twitter on this one. I want to wrap this one up quick. I feel like complete shit. My throat is killing me. And you could probably tell that I sound congested. And I cannot even yell. This video is brutal to make, but we pull through. And where Ted's thoughts on overall performance tonight. I thought that this was a really great game for them, and I think that, like I mentioned, it gets overshadowed with how bad Georgiev was tonight. But overall, as a team together, except for that Tenorti-Nemeth pair, they were really solid tonight on both ends of the ice, getting chances in the offensive zone, being good in their own zone. So I thought that overall was a solid performance for them. New York Style 24 says, Ryan Lindgren made me jump so high. I love this team. Me and you both love this team. And yeah, Lindgren, it hurt to scream, but I did. I couldn't help myself on that goal. But yeah, that was wild. I still can't believe they won that game. I still can't. But I won't complain. And then last is from Colin saying, why is Georgie so bad? I wish I had the answer, but I don't, unfortunately. But all I'll say is I don't know what happened, because he was a reliable goalie for us in the 2019-2020 season, but lately he's been abysmal, and he's been completely unreliable. So hopefully he could start to get going soon. I don't know when his next game is. I'd imagine Igor gets the start against the Islanders on Wednesday, if they even play, because the Islanders have a bit of a, I don't want to say the word because of YouTube, but they have a little bit of, they have a couple guys in protocol right now. I'll just say that. So who knows if that game's even going to be played. And then you can't go that long without starting your starting goaltender. So he's definitely going to start against Boston. And I'd imagine his next start, honestly, isn't even until that back-to-back December 3rd and 4th, which If it is, thank God. But I don't even know. Who knows if he even gets a start? Maybe Kincaid gets a call up because he's been brutal. But now we sit with 25 points. We are sitting third in the division, right behind Washington. Went out from them and Carolina, who has 28, and we're ahead of the Flyers, who have 19 points. So we have a comfortable lead in the top three in the division, but we got to keep our foot on the gas here and keep going. Don't be like the Mets. Don't fall apart during the season. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. If you did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on, and I will see you guys in the next one.